morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is my Emanuel Navarrete versus Berinchyk boxing preview for the WBO World Lightweight title. We will be starting off with the trophy to event, which is Santillan versus Brian Norman Jr. Which should be a good fight. For as long as it acts. The trophy to event. But for me, I do think Santillan is a level above Brian Norman Jr. It should be a war while it acts, but I think I look at both fighters and I rate Santillan more than Brian Norman Jr. I just don't get it twisted, it's a good fight, but I just think Santillan will be a level above, and I would expect Santillan to be all over Brian Norman Jr. and I do expect him to stop Brian Norman Jr. To be honest with you, I think you'll see the levels, and the fact that top one are putting Brian Norman Jr. in straight away with an opponent like Santillan, this shows that top ones really don't rate Brian Norman Jr. Let's be real, despite his 25-0 record. So I think Tiffany Santillan will get the job done in this welterweight division, and he's currently he is mandatory for Thames 12th's WBO welterweight belt, I think it is. But obviously Terence Crawford will obviously have to vacate with him, obviously, with Terence Crawford stepping up to super welterweight to fight as well Mandamov in the summer. So who knows, if Santillan wins, he could be fighting for the vacant WBO welterweight belt next, and I think he will be. That'll be his next fight when he does win this fight. Just when he does win against Brian Norman Jr. And I'm done off a Santillan stoppage in the 7th round. Done off a 7th round stoppage win for Tiffany Santillan against Brian Norman Jr. And on to the main event then, Emanuel Navarrete versus Berinchyk for the vacant WBO World Lightweight title. I'm going to have a bit of a rant about this. I don't know why. How can Emanuel Navarrete, who his last fight was at the super featherweight division in the Trodden's Rotten Tonsai's out, you could argue Navarrete probably lost that fight and was underwhelming in that fight. But Navarrete could now become a 4-division world champion with only fighting 2 world champions on his resume. And for me, that's a very underwhelming resume if you look at it. In terms of the fighters he has beaten, very underwhelming. Very underwhelming, you have to say. And this is boxing for you. Dennis Berinchyk, who is number 1 in the WBO rankings. I think William Spader is number 2, from what I remember on the top of my head. Emanuel Navarrete is nowhere near. It's the same with the Terence Crawford thing. Terence Crawford stepping up to super welterweight, and straight away he gets a fight with Mandamov. That's boxing for you. They only care about the big stars, which is Terence Crawford, which is Emanuel Navarrete. They are the big stars. And for some reason, they did the backdoor entrance to a world title shot straight away, while the others that are below them, who deserve the title shot more, who are more natural, who have been fighting at the weight, they should be getting the title shot, but they don't, because they only care about the money in boxing. Terence Crawford, he wins the money. Emanuel Navarrete, he's obviously a big star in terms of top one. And it's always saying that, well, Madamov wanted to fight Terence Crawford, fair enough, but I just don't think it's fair in my opinion. But that's boxing for you. That is boxing. That Navarrete and Crawford straight away stepping up a weight division, and they get a title shot straight away for a backdoor entrance. I just don't think it's right at all. They should be able to work their way up, in my opinion. But that's boxing for you. Unfortunately, that is boxing. But as with this fight, anyway, it's Emanuel Navarrete and Dennis Berinchyk. Don't get it twisted. It is a good fight. To be fair, it is quite a good fight. It is a good fight. I don't see a stoppage in this fight because Berinchyk is a tough opponent. I do think Navarrete, though, will cope with the Ukrainians' power. In my opinion, will cope with the Ukrainians' power, and I think Navarrete's still got the skills, hasn't he? I think Navarrete has all the skill set to beat Berinchyk, in my opinion. So I think on this one, I am going to go for a Navarrete points win. I think Navarrete will win on points. But it will be tough for Navarrete because he is stepping up. He is stepping up the weight division. So it's going to take him a couple of fights in the U weight division to get up to speed. But already he could become a WBO world lightweight champion and a 4th division world champion, with only fighting 2 world champions on his resume. Which I just don't think it's right, and that's my one over. Anyways, that's my one over. But I think Navarrete will win on points. Dennis Berinchyk, in my opinion. So my predictions are: I don't for Emanuel Navarrete to win on points, and I don't for Giovanni Santillan to get a 7-round stoppage win over playing Norman Jr. So they're my predictions for the 2 fights on the top one. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and your predictions down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, see you all later, and the next boxing content video will obviously be the boxing review will be the boxing review in 2 weeks. Well, the boxing review for this card and obviously the undisputed card between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. That will be obviously after the day after the 18th of May, so it'll be the 19th of May. So it'll be the final day of the Premier League season as well, where I will be doing the review. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below, your predictions down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, and